I wanted to talk about something I'm surprised people haven't really mentioned, and that's that using Google Earth you can get a really good idea of what camouflage patterns would work well in an area. So what I'm going to do is show you some areas on the map, and then we can look and match colour palettes to see which camouflages will work well. Obviously bear in mind with some areas seasonally they will look different, so you might want to check if you're doing it in the autumn or winter that you're not looking at a summer picture on Google Earth. And you have to take everything with a little bit of a pinch of salt anyway, because some places will look slightly different through satellite imagery than they will if you're actually on the ground. But what I'm going to do in this video is compare what some of the areas look like on Google Earth to some camo patterns, and also some photos I've taken of various areas to check it does look similar. Now, the camo pattern used in the UK for a very long time was 95 DPM, which is disruptive pattern material, in the woodland variant. Older versions of DPM were used before that, and if we match the colour palette to the map you'll see that it's actually a very similar colour palette. The only problem with the camo is it has black in it, which is being phased out of modern camos because black is very visible to the human eye and doesn't occur very often in nature, so it's not a good actual colour to have in camouflage. Here we have a satellite image of a part of the UK where I currently am, and here is a photograph of actually what it looks like on the ground I took the other day while going down there. And here is a photo of me wearing 95 DPM in the environment. You'll notice that the colours are very similar. However, as mentioned, although there are dark colours in nature, black normally doesn't come into foliage colours, so when there's black in camouflage it looks far too dark. So what I'm going to do here is just show you a comparison image between 95 DPM and the area around it, and you'll see that if the black in the DPM was changed to a dark brown or green, it would actually be a more fitting colour. Now, in thicker woodland, obviously the colours will be darker because less light enters, so you'll need to pick a good shade of camo depending on the area you're in. But in general, most woodland camouflages will work in greenish areas. It's more down to the user's ability to hide their silhouette and everything else than it is completely the camo's job to hide them, but obviously a better matching camo is better than not having a matching camo at all. Now, if we look at somewhere like Spain, you'll notice there's a mix of different shades of green and different shades of yellow, so something like MultiCam would be one of the best camouflages. However, if you're only in a green area or only in a more deserty area or mountainous area, going for a desert camouflage or woodland camouflage would actually probably be a better choice. For example, with Afghanistan, if you were anywhere other than the oasis kind of grass areas, a desert camouflage would be far better. If you were only in the oasis areas, some sort of woodland camouflage would be better, but obviously multicams have been adopted because you can go from one area to the other without jumping out at somebody's eyes. However, if you look at North Africa or parts of the Middle East, it becomes obvious, while in pure desert, actual desert camouflage is obviously the best choice. And in the United States, it's so big and has so many different types of landscapes and vegetation that you're best picking a camouflage that matches your area. In the thick woodland you'd want a dark woodland pattern, in the more open grassy and woodland areas you'd want a lighter woodland pattern, and in the desert areas you'd want desert, and anything in between you'd really want a multicam.